Early awareness is power. Millennial women must understand that menopause doesn't start in your 50s. It begins with perimenopause, often in your late 30s or 40s. Awareness equals preparedness. Let's get something straight right now. Menopause is not just your mother's or your grandmother's story. It's yours too. If you're a millennial woman in your late 30s or 40s, the conversation about menopause isn't just relevant, it's urgent. You may be climbing the ladder in your career, juggling a family, building a business, chasing purpose, but let me ask you, when was the last time you thought about your hormones? When was the last time you questioned why you're suddenly sweating through your sheets, losing your temper faster than usual, or forgetting what you walked into the room for? This isn't just getting older. This isn't just stress. This could be perimenopause, and Sharon Malone would tell you. Don't wait to be blindsided. This is the chapter no one warned you about, but here's the thing. You have the power to flip the script. Early awareness is your power move. It's your shield and your sword. Dr. Malone reminds us that perimenopause can start up to 10 years before menopause. That means if you're 35, 36, 37, it's time. Time to listen, time to learn, time to lean in. Your body has already started whispering those subtle cycle changes. That fog that creeps in during the day. The energy dips that don't make sense. This is not weakness. This is your body waving a flag asking you to pay attention. I know the culture didn't prepare you for this. I know you didn't get a TD talk in high school about perimenopause. I know even your doctor might have told you it's too soon. But let me tell you something right now. Your lived experience is valid. Your symptoms are real. You are not too young to learn, and you are not too late to start. That's why Amy Purdy would say turn this obstacle into your greatest opportunity. Use it as fuel. Get educated. Ask questions. Read books. Follow doctors like Sharon Malone who are championing the truth. The truth that you deserve to understand what's going on in your body. The truth that you are not alone. The truth that preparing for menopause now, today, before the chaos hits, will change your entire journey. This isn't about fear. This is about freedom. When you learn what's happening in your body, you stop blaming yourself. You stop doubting your strength. You start walking into your doctor's office with clarity, not confusion. You stop seeing menopause as some dark tunnel and start seeing it as a transition you're ready to handle with strategy and self-love. And most importantly, you reclaim the narrative because you, as a millennial woman, were born in the information age. You don't wait for permission to speak up. You don't settle for silence. You make noise, you make change, and you make plans. Knowledge smashes the stigma. Dr. Sharon Malone empowers women by replacing fear with facts. The taboo around menopause ends when we start talking boldly and openly. Let's break this wide open right now. The silence surrounding menopause has gone on long enough. It's been tucked under shame, wrapped in whispers, and dismissed with eye rolls, but not anymore. Not on your watch. Not with this generation of bold, brilliant, boundary-breaking women. If you're a millennial woman feeling confused, angry, or alone about what's happening in your body, understand this. You are stepping into a revolution of truth. And Sharon Malone is leading the charge. When she speaks, she cuts through the fog. When she teaches, she replaces myths with facts. When she shares her medical wisdom, she is smashing decades of stigma wide open. And you're not just the listener. You're the amplifier. You're the movement. You are the woman who stops whispering and starts owning her body story. Because guess what? Stigma only survives in silence. But when we name it, when we speak out loud about hot flashes, libido shifts, mood changes, rage that comes out of nowhere, and a period that's suddenly doing gymnastics, it loses its power. You are not crazy. You are not weak. You are not hormonal in the way society wants to weaponize that word. You are asterisk human asterisk. You are asterisk powerful asterisk. You are asterisk experiencing a biological shift that has science, support, and solutions. Asterisk, and the more we talk, the more we dismantle. The more we educate, the more we elevate. Sharon Malone doesn't sugarcoat anything, and neither should we. When Amy Purdy talks about living beyond limitations, she's talking about this too. Living beyond the limitations society places on women's bodies, voices, and worth. You can't fight what you don't understand, and you can't understand what no one ever told you. So now is your time to seek truth like your life depends on it. Because the quality of your life literally asterisk does asterisk. Stop thinking menopause is a single moment at age 51. Start realizing it's a complex multi-year journey that starts much earlier and impacts everything from your metabolism to your mental health. And you have every right to demand answers, to ask for better care, to challenge your doctor if you're dismissed, to find another if they won't listen, to speak boldly about what's changing and what you need. Talking about menopause isn't too much. It's not inappropriate. It's not embarrassing. It's necessary. It's healing. It's radical. And it's asterisk yours asterisk. You're already changing the world with your voice on social justice, climate change, mental health. Now bring that same fire to your health. Let the world see what happens when an entire generation of women refuses to be confused or ashamed. Let's rewrite what it means to age. Let's redefine what it means to be a woman in her prime. Let's stop hiding behind euphemisms and start educating each other, our daughters, our doctors, and yes, even our partners. This is how we take our power back, not by pretending menopause doesn't exist, but by learning it, speaking it, and owning it with full-throated, unapologetic pride. Hormones aren't the enemy. They're messengers. Recognizing hormonal shifts as information helps women make proactive choices, not panic reactions. Hormones are not villains. They are not your enemy, your curse, or your chaos makers. They are messengers, vital, intelligent signals from your body that something is shifting, adjusting, recalibrating. But too often we hear the word hormonal as an insult, as if being in tune with your biology is a weakness instead of a superpower. Enough of that. When Sharon Malone speaks about menopause, she isn't talking about getting older as a downfall. She's giving you the keys to decoding your body's truth. And when your hormones start speaking, you don't ignore them. You listen like your life depends on it. Because it does, let's be clear, the fatigue that hits like a wave in the middle of your best day, the unexpected tears, the sleepless nights, the sudden rage that surprises even you, those aren't random. They're not personality flaws. They're not signs that you're losing it. They are biochemical messages from a beautifully complex system designed to keep you alive, strong, and whole. What Amy Purdy teaches us about adapting to challenge applies here too. When the terrain changes, you adjust your stride. So when your estrogen and progesterone fluctuate like tides, don't fight the waves, ride them with wisdom. It's time to stop fearing the word hormones. It's time to take the power back from that narrative that says you're unstable or irrational because your body is undergoing a massive hormonal shift. No, you're wise because you're paying attention. You're powerful because you're seeking answers. And you're unstoppable because you're choosing to work asterisk with asterisk your body instead of shaming it. Sharon Malone wants women to understand the science so they can take action. So if your body is talking, you better start talking back. By tracking your symptoms, journaling your moods, asking questions, getting blood work, and exploring options that support your wellness. Bio-identical hormones, cognitive therapy, lifestyle shifts, supplements, yes, yes, and yes, because information is liberation. Because you don't need to sit in the dark wondering what's happening inside you. You don't need to accept vague answers or wait until things get worse. The earlier you understand your hormonal messages, the sooner you can respond, not react. And that's the difference between suffering through menopause and living powerfully through it. Amy Purdy would tell you this is your mountain, and you're fully equipped to climb it. Not because it's easy, but because you've got the tools. You've got experts like Sharon Malone lighting the path. You've got resilience in your bones and brilliance in your brain. Your hormones aren't betraying you, they're alerting you. So tune in. Don't just treat the symptoms, treat the system. Honor the chemistry, own the changes, respond with curiosity, not shame. You're not breaking, you're transforming. And transformation begins the moment you stop fearing the message and start listening to it with open eyes, a focused mind, and a heart ready to lead with strength and grace. Millennials, you'll tech savvy, now be body savvy. Use your access to science, wellness data, and medical voices like Dr. Malone to build a personalized menopause toolkit that works for your lifestyle. Millennial women, this is your wake-up call. You've got the smartest phones, the deepest podcast libraries, the fastest apps, but what good is all that tech if you're not using it to understand the most powerful system you'll ever manage, your body? This isn't the era of waiting for someone to explain your symptoms to you. This is the era of Googling, tracking, syncing, and studying. You've got devices that monitor your sleep, your heart rate, your ovulation, your stress levels. So why not use them to track the clues of perimenopause? Why not turn your curiosity into clarity? Sharon Malone is urging you to stop outsourcing your power and start harnessing it. You already run businesses, navigate digital spaces, and adapt to trends faster than anyone now. It's time to channel that energy into your own hormonal health. There is no excuse anymore to be caught off guard by perimenopause. The information is out there. You've got access to research studies, expert interviews, menopause communities, hormone health apps, all literally in the palm of your hand. You don't have to wait until your body feels like a battlefield. You don't have to stumble through the fog or fall apart behind closed doors. You get to build your menopause toolkit now, not later, not when it's unbearable, not when you've hit rock bottom, but right now with intention and intelligence. Sharon Malone isn't just talking about hot flashes and HRT. She's talking about you owning your data, your narrative, your care plan. And Amy Purdy would be the first to say, when life throws you a curveball, you pivot, you plan, and you rise. So let's be real. If you can plan your next vacation with 3 apps, you can plan your next stage of life with even more precision. Build a digital toolkit. Use apps to track your symptoms, log your moods, record changes in your cycle. Follow science-based voices like Sharon Malone who are committed to telling the truth with clarity. Subscribe to newsletters, watch interviews, plug into platforms that decode the medical jargon and make it make sense. Talk to other women, ask questions, gather stories. You don't have to go through this blind, because blindness is no longer the default *access is. You are your own best advocate, and preparation is your power. If your body is changing, let your habits evolve too. Maybe that means adjusting your workouts, shifting your sleep routine, switching up your nutrition, or finally asking your doctor the hard questions. This is not just a physical transition, it's a lifestyle shift, and you get to lead it. Amy Purdy didn't wait for the world to hand her the answers. She built her own strategy. She adapted, she researched, she experimented until something worked. That's your call to action now. Don't just react, respond with intelligence. Don't just accept discomfort, track it, understand it, and outsmart it. You've already learned how to use tech to hack your time, your productivity, your bank account. Now use it to hack your hormones, optimize your mind, and support the next chapter of your life with precision, dignity, and unstoppable self-respect. Mental health is part of hormonal health. Mood swings, anxiety, and brain fog aren't character flaws, they're signals. And yes, you can treat them with medical and holistic tools. Let's stop pretending that mental health and hormonal health live in separate worlds. They are deeply intertwined, and if you're in your late 30s or 40s feeling like you're on an emotional roller coaster that you never signed up for, it's time to stop blaming your mindset and start listening to your body. Perimenopause doesn't just show up in your period or your temperature, it shows up in your mind. That surge of anxiety that doesn't make sense, the sadness that catches you off guard, the irritability that makes you feel like a stranger in your own skin, the brain fog that leaves you searching for words in the middle of meetings. This is real. This is chemical. This is biological. And no, you are not broken. Sharon Malone makes it absolutely clear. You cannot talk about menopause without talking about the mental and emotional effects that come with it. You are not imagining things. You are not overreacting. You are not being dramatic. You are going through a profound hormonal recalibration that affects your neurotransmitters, yes, the very ones that control your mood, memory, and ability to cope with stress. So the next time someone tells you to just relax, or that it's all in your head, you tell them, no, it's in my hormones, it's in my nervous system, and it's backed by science. Amy Purdy will tell you mindset is everything, but mindset is strongest when supported by truth. And the truth is, if your hormones are off balance, your mind may not feel like your own. That doesn't mean you're failing. That means you need support. You need tools. You need to step into your next level of power by refusing to normalize suffering. There is help, there are treatments, and there is zero shame in asking for them. Maybe it's therapy, maybe it's medication, maybe it's lifestyle changes, maybe it's hormone replacement therapy. You get to choose, you get to lead, but you do not have to tough it out alone. Let's normalize talking about the days where you feel like the light has dimmed inside you. Let's normalize asking your doctor to check your hormone levels when your anxiety spikes. Let's normalize admitting that perimenopause can look like depression, and that treatment is not a weakness, it's a lifeline. The same woman who leads boardrooms, raises children, runs marathons, or builds startups can also say, I need help, and still be a warrior. That vulnerability, that's what makes you unstoppable, because the more you name what's happening, the less power it has to shame you in the dark. You've already learned how to manage your stress, your workload. Your relationships now learn to manage this next chapter with the same fierce grace. This is your mind, your emotional core, your joy at stake. You deserve to feel like you again. Not the version that's numb, disconnected, or constantly apologizing for being too sensitive. You deserve clarity. You deserve peace. You deserve support that's rooted in science and delivered with compassion. You're not losing your mind, you're gaining a deeper awareness of your whole self. And when you honor that awareness, when you fight for that peace, when you protect your mental health as fiercely as your physical health, you rise higher, stronger, and freer than ever before. Redefining power, menopause is a launchpad, not a decline. Amy Purdy believes obstacles ignite innovation. Sharon Malone shows how menopause can become a rebirth, not a breakdown. Let's flip the narrative right now. Menopause is not the end of your power. It's not the shutting down of your identity, your beauty, or your relevance. It is the rise of a new, unstoppable force. You are not fading, you are forging asterisk. You are not deteriorating, you are declaring asterisk. This is not your decline, it is your becoming asterisk. Amy Purdy has always said that adversity is the soil where innovation grows. Sharon Malone would say the same. Menopause isn't a crisis, it's a call to evolve. And guess what? You've already got what it takes. You've been adapting your whole life. You've been shifting, pivoting, rebuilding, and rising. This is just the next evolution of your power. Stop letting society hand you a script that says midlife is about loss. You're not losing value. You're gaining vision. You're gaining wisdom. You're stepping into a season of zero tolerance for nonsense, of high boundaries, of unapologetic clarity. The hot flashes, the brain fog, the changing body, yes, it's real, but so is your resilience, so is your voice. So is your right to stand in the middle of this transition and say, this is mine and I will not be small about it. This isn't the time to disappear. It's the time to dominate to rewrite what it means to be a woman in this world. Not softening, not shrinking, not dimming, but standing up taller, speaking louder, and leading from a place of radical self-trust. Sharon Malone is not just talking to women in white coats. She's talking to women in sneakers, in stilettos, in sweatpants, in boardrooms, in grocery aisles, in front of bathroom mirrors. She's saying, this is your body, this is your story, and this is your chance to reclaim it. The world may not have celebrated menopausal women before, but that ends with you. This generation is different. You are different. You aren't afraid to challenge doctors, to demand research, to talk about your body in bold, educated terms. You are not here to tiptoe through this chapter. You are here to blaze through it like a woman on fire, with knowledge as your oxygen and self-worth as your fuel. Amy Purdy would say obstacles build character, but more than that, they reveal truth. And menopause is revealing the truth of how strong, intuitive, and adaptable you really are. You're not the same person you were at 20, and thank God, you're deeper, braver, louder, more aligned with your purpose than ever before. Don't let anyone tell you this stage is a downgrade. This is your upgrade. This is your initiation into the part of your life where you stop performing for others and start living for yourself. Where your no's are louder, your yeses are truer, and your energy is sacred. You do not go quiet in menopause. You go electric. You speak, you share, you shine. And every time you stand up and say, I am still growing, still thriving, still claiming space, you're not just changing your life, you're changing the lives of every woman who comes after you.